We feel that it's important to educate the people about racism and discrimination and see how we can, eradicate such from our schools and our community at large.
I hope that most students take away from my message today that there is a reason to hope for change. Oftentimes, I think when we think about something as big as racism or oppression, the topic can seem overwhelming, right? And I've talked to a lot of folks over the years who will say they don't know where to start. But when we talk about focusing on small changes, especially changes that happen within, I think it unlocks a little bit of a strategy for folks to know that small steps do matter, and that if we each make some personal changes, that those will amount to the social changes that we're really seeking.
One thing I took away from today was probably to use my voice more and to do more research on different matters involving racism.
These are conversations that I wish happened when I grew up, so it's very amazing and inspiring to see these young kids engaging in this conversation and taking it further and learning.
I think one thing that I can do that I learned from this is tell other people and notify people about this, what's happening, because it'll help spread the word and help racism come to an end.
Events like this matter because it's the beginning of the collective effort of trying to live at peace with one another, to live in respect of one another, to understand that we all have stories, we all have background, we all have cultures that we've come from, and it's important for us to live accepting one another. So we believe that events like this would help us to be able to achieve that.
I think it's really important to have people like Cody come into schools and environments, being that one of the biggest high schools in Moose Jaw, to talk about issues such as racism, because he's engaging and he's inspiring. And I think really everybody in that auditorium today was really thankful that they got the opportunity to go.
I think the key thing I really took away from the speech today was the emphasis on learning and unlearning things. Through systemic racism, we've all been taught that some things might be, less desirable or not as valuable. And I think it's a really important thing to unlearn those teachings and, educate yourself on the opposite and how it's a great thing to be diverse and how it's really a terrific thing to have a bunch of different communities and different types of people in our society.
Events like this matter because we are breaking the silence, right? Like I said, silence is one of the main drivers of racism. If we can suppress people's stories about their experiences of racism, then we can pretend that it's not a problem, that it's not happening. And that only allows it to continue and to get worse. So by breaking that silence, by having a dialogue, by getting uncomfortable and actually addressing it, we are beginning the steps that are required for change, right? James Baldwin said that nothing can be changed until it is faced. And by having these conversations, we're facing it.